and live a more fulfilling life.
99% of seniors don't know that the vitamin they take for energy might be silently draining it. Welcome to Healthy Mind, your daily dose of science-backed wellness for life after 50. In today's episode, we're diving into a surprisingly overlooked topic, vitamin B6, a nutrient you probably trust but could be overdoing. Fatigue, tingling legs, brain fog, even restless nights? It may not be aging, it might be your supplements. Let's break down what the science actually says about this common vitamin, how much is too much, and what you should do if you're feeling off. Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, plays an essential role in over 100 enzyme reactions in your body. It helps with protein metabolism, neurotransmitter creation, immune function, and red blood cell production. It's also crucial for converting food into energy and maintaining healthy brain function. That's why B6 is often added to energy drinks and stress supplements. But there's a catch. While water-soluble vitamins like B6 are typically excreted when in excess, large supplemental doses can accumulate over time and affect your nerves. Most seniors get B6 from multiple sources: multivitamins, B-complex blends, energy powders or focus drinks, nerve support supplements, fortified foods. Each might contain between 5 and 50 milligrams of B6. While that may not seem dangerous on its own, it adds up. The upper limit for safe intake is 100 milligrams per day. Go beyond that chronically, and symptoms may appear. Too much B6 can mimic nerve damage. Seniors report burning or tingling in the feet, toes, or hands, trouble walking or balancing, numbness or a pins and needles sensation, chronic fatigue or weakness, lightheadedness, brain fog, anxiety. These symptoms can develop slowly and are often misattributed to age, diabetic neuropathy, or other conditions. High B6 levels can damage peripheral nerves. It interferes with how nerves communicate, reducing sensory signals. Over time, this leads to what doctors call sensory neuropathy, a condition often seen in diabetes, but in this case, triggered by supplementation. What's more, this damage can persist for months, even after stopping B6. That's why early detection is crucial. Seniors are especially vulnerable due to lower kidney efficiency to clear excess vitamins, medications that reduce nutrient absorption, greater likelihood of using multiple supplements, reduced ability to detect subtle sensory changes. Women over 50 tend to take more wellness products overall, increasing cumulative exposure. Studies dating back to the 1980s have documented B6 toxicity in doses as low as 200 milligrams per day when taken for several months. In newer reports, symptoms have emerged at even lower levels, especially in older adults. The good news? Nerve function often improves once supplementation stops, but recovery can take anywhere from a few weeks to a year. Here's what you can do today. Gather your supplements and read every label. Total your daily B6 intake. If you exceed 50 milligrams, pause for a few weeks. Track symptom changes. Get a blood test for vitamin B6 and nerve health markers. You might also ask your doctor for a referral to a neurologist if symptoms persist. According to the National Institutes of Health, men over 50 need just 1.7 milligrams per day. Women over 50 need 1.5 milligrams per day. That's it. Many supplements contain 10 to 40 times that amount. You don't need megadoses. In fact, even 10 milligrams daily, long-term, can cause symptoms in some sensitive individuals. Focus on food-based sources. 1 medium banana, 0.4 milligrams, 3 ounces of chicken breast, 0.5 milligrams, 1 cup of cooked spinach, 0.4 milligrams, 1 potato, baked, 0.7 milligrams, 1 ounce of sunflower seeds, 0.5 milligrams, fortified cereals, check the label, approximately 0.6 milligrams per serving. Whole foods provide steady, balanced B6 that the body uses efficiently. You may be getting extra B6 from places you don't expect. Sports drinks, energy bars, brain-boosting nootropics, hormone support blends, even some protein powders. Read the ingredients carefully. Marketing phrases like support nerve health or boost energy can hide megadoses. If you're feeling tingly, fatigued, or just not feeling yourself, look beyond aging and ask, what's really in my supplement cabinet? The answer could change everything. Have you ever taken a supplement that made you feel worse, not better? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe to Healthy Mind, and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode. Stay informed, stay empowered, stay healthy.
Vitamin B6 toxicity is just one part of a broader conversation about supplement safety, especially for older adults. While B6 plays a vital role in neurological health and metabolism, the delicate balance between benefit and harm highlights a more significant issue: self-medication without professional guidance. One area that deserves closer attention is how B6 interacts with other nutrients. For example, B6 works closely with vitamin B12 and folate in the methylation cycle, which impacts DNA repair, mental clarity, and cardiovascular health. An imbalance in one can disrupt the function of the others. Seniors often face vitamin B12 deficiency due to decreased stomach acid, while still getting high doses of B6 from supplements. This imbalance can worsen neurological symptoms. Moreover, some medications can further complicate this picture. Drugs used for hypertension, such as hydrolyzane, or for tuberculosis like isoniazid, interfere with B6 absorption and utilization. At the same time, seniors may unknowingly supplement with high doses of B6 to counteract these effects, potentially causing more harm than good. Another concern is that symptoms of B6 toxicity often mimic other age-related conditions. For instance, balance problems or numbness in the feet are frequently misattributed to aging or arthritis. This can delay proper diagnosis and lead to ongoing nerve damage. Regular checkups and transparent conversations with healthcare providers about all supplements taken are essential to avoid these risks. Clinicians also warn about the long-term use of energy drinks and fortified foods marketed to older adults. These often contain B6, B12, caffeine, and other stimulants. While they may offer short-term boosts, the cumulative effect can increase anxiety, interfere with sleep, and place a strain on the cardiovascular system. Let's not forget the psychological component. Many people take large doses of vitamins out of fear of aging, of disease, of decline. The supplement industry often capitalizes on this fear with claims that certain pills can protect nerves or rejuvenate memory. While some ingredients are helpful in moderation, no pill replaces a well-rounded lifestyle. Vitamin B6 also has emerging links to mood regulation and cognitive performance. Studies have shown that appropriate levels of B6 help with the synthesis of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, the chemicals that regulate mood, motivation, and sleep. This makes it especially important for seniors who may struggle with depression, anxiety, or insomnia. However, when B6 is taken in excessive quantities, this same mechanism can backfire. Overstimulated or disrupted neurotransmitter signaling may contribute to mood swings, increased irritability, or even emotional numbness. Seniors may not realize that these symptoms are tied to an over-the-counter supplement they've been taking daily for years. Public awareness campaigns often focus on the dangers of low nutrient levels, but rarely address the consequences of excess. This is slowly changing as more research is published on vitamin overload, especially in populations with reduced metabolic resilience, like the elderly. Another aspect that deserves more attention is the role of genetic variation. Some people have genetic mutations that impact how their bodies process B6. For example, individuals with mutations in the PDXK gene, responsible for activating B6, may experience toxicity at lower doses. Though genetic testing isn't routine for everyone, it's another reason why the one-size-fits-all supplement approach doesn't work for aging populations. In conclusion, vitamin B6 is neither a villain nor a miracle cure. It's a critical nutrient, but like all powerful tools, it requires respect, context, and appropriate use. Whether you're taking it for nerve health, energy, or emotional support, be mindful of dosage and duration. Check in with your doctor, stay informed, and listen to your body. Health isn't built from megadoses, it's sustained by balance, awareness, and small, consistent steps toward wellness.
Another dimension of the B6 conversation is the influence of marketing and the supplement industry. Vitamin B6 is often bundled into nerve health formulations or stress relief capsules. These products are marketed heavily toward older adults who are more likely to experience fatigue, poor sleep, and tingling sensations. The messaging makes B6 seem essential, even life-saving, without always acknowledging the risks of long-term high-dose use. In fact, some popular neuropathy support supplements contain 100 to 200 milligrams of B6 per dose, with labels suggesting 2 servings per day. That adds up to 400 milligrams daily, 4 times the established safe upper limit. And because many of these products are labeled as natural, they're perceived as safer than they are. The lack of regulation in the supplement industry allows such formulations to reach the shelves with minimal testing. Unlike prescription drugs, which must prove safety and efficacy through clinical trials, supplements are largely unregulated before hitting the market. As a result, some products may contain inaccurate doses or interact with medications in unpredictable ways. One study found that nearly 30% of seniors take more than 4 supplements daily. Multivitamins, joint support formulas, heart health blends, sleep aids, many of these overlap in ingredients. A person might unknowingly be consuming 3 to 5 times the recommended amount of B6 simply by following the labels. This becomes even more concerning when paired with chronic health conditions. People with liver disease, kidney impairment, or metabolic disorders may be less able to eliminate excess B6 efficiently. For them, even moderately high intake can lead to faster accumulation and earlier symptoms. What do early signs of B6 overload look like? Often they're subtle. You might feel a tingling in your fingertips, a slight unsteadiness when walking, or notice you're dropping objects more often. Sleep becomes fragmented. Your legs twitch at night. You might feel unusually anxious or tired despite eating well and exercising. Doctors may not immediately connect these symptoms to vitamin toxicity, especially since blood work often focuses on cholesterol, blood sugar, and kidney function, not B6 levels. That's why being proactive matters. If you take supplements regularly, consider doing the following once a year. Review every label for B6 content. Ask your doctor to run a vitamin B6 blood test. Keep a symptom diary for at least 2 weeks. Reduce intake temporarily and observe changes. In some cases, these simple steps can prevent months or even years of discomfort and misdiagnosis. There's also the question of recovery. If you've been taking too much B6 and begin to feel symptoms, is the damage permanent? Most cases are no, but healing takes time. Nerve tissue regenerates slowly. Some people report improvements in 3 to 6 weeks, while others take 6 to 12 months to feel normal again. Recovery may include physical therapy, dietary changes, or in rare cases, medications to manage nerve pain during healing. The key is consistency. Once you stop the excessive intake and begin supporting your body with rest, movement, and clean nutrition, the nervous system can often restore itself, especially if caught early. It's also worth noting that some seniors may genuinely need supplemental B6, especially those with alcohol dependence, chronic kidney dialysis, certain autoimmune disorders, genetic enzyme deficiencies. But even in these cases, medical supervision is essential. The goal is to correct deficiency, not swing to the other extreme. Ultimately, supplements are tools, not magic bullets. Used wisely, B6 can support nerve function, mood, and energy metabolism. Misused, it can quietly erode quality of life over months or years. So ask yourself, do I feel better since starting this supplement, or worse? Do I know the exact dosage I am taking daily? Have I noticed changes in sensation, energy, or balance? If something feels off, trust that instinct. Pause. Reflect. Speak to a professional. Health in your 50s, 60s, and beyond isn't just about adding more. Sometimes it's about removing what no longer serves you. In the case of vitamin B6, less really might be more.